off of spring break. Actually, my favorite time of spring ball is, after you get back from spring break, you've had 3 practices, you got most of the base install, and this is the time where you win championships. The technique and fundamentals that go on after putting the base install in, and then the situational football that happens, whether it's third down situations, whether it's a red zone situation like we had today. It's just going to make us a better football team. Love how the guys are competing. It's been 4 practices in a row. I thought they've competed extremely well, and look forward to practice 5. It'll be an important practice for us. We'll have a full padded practice on Thursday, and then we'll go to the Coliseum on Saturday. We'll really get into a scrimmage type atmosphere and work a lot of different situations. So looking forward to that. With any questions, I'll take now.
Either quarterback inching ahead of the other one yet?
Oh, in practice 4, not yet. Obviously, they're about where they were in the first 3 practices. You see a guy that's in his 4th spring, in Max Brown, doing a nice job, and really showing tremendous poise. And then you got 3 younger guys that are trying to catch up as hard as they can. So it's about similar as the first 3, about where you expect it. I'm really looking forward to Saturday. It'll be practice 6. There'll be a lot of situational, bullets flying, live pads. So you really will get to see who moves the ball well, and that's the thing I'm really looking forward to from the quarterbacks, is who is productive, who moves the ball, and who puts points on the board. Man, y'all are tired from spring break. Y'all are easy.
Coach, go ahead.
Ronald Jones, what kind of difference do you see him coming in this year?
Just a knowledge standpoint. I actually know where he's kind of running the ball now. Last year it was like, oh my God, where is he going? Oh, touchdown, awesome. Now you can see him actually making his reads. He's becoming a more mature football player. You see him catching the ball a lot better, understanding pass protections better. I'm very proud of where he's at right now. He's got a long way to go still. He's not a finished product, but you know what? Yeah, I think between what Coach Robinson, the knowledge that Coach Nansen gave him last year, now Coach Robinson taking him over in spring, he's in a great situation, and to have this many reps in a spring is very valuable to him.
You haven't stopped bringing the 2013 staff back to see Pete Jenkins?
Yeah, well, it's good to, it's always good to have some senior knowledge out there to, watch our coaches and see what they're doing, and to have Coach Jenkins out here and watching our defensive line and, giving some knowledge to KU. Obviously, he can't coach our kids, but, he's looking at the drill work that KU does and giving our coaches knowledge and evaluating our coaches and helping them out. You're talking about one of the best D-line coaches in the country. It's nice to have Dad out here today. One of the better O-line coaches I've ever been around. He coaches the heck out of me, so it's good there. So it's good to have. I've always thought that there's some really experienced coaches out here that have a wealth of knowledge, and as a coach you're always trying to get better. So the knowledge you get from a Kim Helton, a Pete Jenkins, those guys, John Robinson, even when he walks him off, is when you get that type of knowledge, you better listen, you better learn, because everything you've dreamed about doing, they've done 2 or 3 times. So it's good to pick up that knowledge from those guys.
What kind of impression of the freshman receivers, the new freshman receivers?
The first thing is they don't act like freshmen. They're actually getting lined up right. They're running the right routes, they're making their plays, and usually you get in this type of atmosphere and you're supposed to be in prom right now, and they're out there actually as functional players. That speaks greatly to how they've studied the game while they've been here, and in my opinion, as I've said before, I think they have one of the premier wideout coaches in the country in T, and he does a great job with young kids developing.
Clay, sorry if this is a repeat, but after watching the tape back from the first week with the quarterbacks, where are they at?
I was saying exactly where you think they would be. It's hard for me to imagine. It feels like I just blinked my eyes, and this is Max Brown's 4th spring football camp, and you expect him to be the one that's poised and kind of making plays, making that throw right there to end the red zone competition, and doing that. You expect that from him, and then you see some talented 3 young guys that are in practice 4 trying to catch up. They seem to get better with each practice. So I think the big thing for me and for our staff is to see when the bullets are flying. You know, we're going to get to practice 6 in the Coliseum this Saturday with live situation, live bullets flying, situational football, and we're going to see who moves the ball and who produces and who puts points on the board. You know, that's what the mark of a great quarterback.
Do you discuss with your players where they're at in the competition, or do you?
Yeah, we even when we went in, I met with all 90 players that are currently on our roster, from player 1 to player 90 right now, scholarship and walk-on. Just everybody to say, this is where we're at right now. This is where you are. This is how you get better. This is how we become a championship football team. I think there has to be an open door policy, an open line of communication. We sat down with myself, the coordinator, the position coach, and our strength coach, and really tried to tell each coach, each player, hey, this is where you are. This is how you got to get better. This is how you're going to help our football team. I think you have a more productive team and a more cohesive team where they understand exactly where they're at.
Zach, Banner was talking about some of the things you told him when he came in to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
How's he doing?
He's doing very well. I want him to be a guy that doesn't think that he's arrived. You know, is he one of the better tackles in the Pac-12? Yes, but he's got a chance to be one of the premier tackles in the country. But to do that, he can't waste a second. You know, he has a very great opportunity right now to be with a Neil Callaway, who I think is one of the better O-line coaches there are in college football, and to gain that knowledge over this year's span, I think it's a great year investment. That one, he's going to help our football team with the knowledge that he's had, but I really think it's going to carry over for him years down the line.
And what have you seen from the rest of the guys on the O-line and how they're starting to improve under Callaway?
They're really tired.
Yeah, he works hard.
They're getting worked harder than they've ever been worked. And one of the things that I love, and the way it should be, is Coach Callaway preaches toughness. You see every one of the drills he does, there's no time wasted. The toughness that he brings, even you can tell from the team run script that he does, it makes the quarterback coach and the wideout coach angry, but you didn't see one run in that team run, one RPO. It's 20 runs straight in a row, and tough yardage made, and that's the mark of a good football team, being able to run the ball when you must, and that's what he believes, and I'm so glad he's here. He helps me sleep at night. All righty, guys. Yeah.
Is Mike Pittman hurt?
Mike came in, he had that collarbone. He had that collarbone that he had in the All-Star. He got in the All-Star game. We went through a week, and he came out of that week really, really sore. We MRI'd it. Nothing broken, but it's still sore, and we're just being preventative right now. He can go through individual drills. We're holding him from contact because we just don't want that thing to snap again. We want to be able to get some experience, some route running, some knowledge of assignment, but when we feel confident there's no soreness there, we're not going to hurt the kid, then he'll be back in. Good question.
Was Noah Jefferson out today?
Yeah, Noah's got a little bit of a back. He's got a little bit of a back. We're going to get an MRI on it just to double check. We was hoping that it would come back and be okay after spring break, but still a little sore. So we're going to get an MRI tomorrow on it and see where it is on Thursday. Hopefully we can get him back by next week. I'm hoping he can get 3 good weeks. He really had a good week 1.
And Juju?
Juju.
What?
Yeah, he just had a little tweak there. I don't think it's anything. He came back and he looked fine to me. I'll check when he's in there, but no, Juju, I'll see him Thursday. All right, thanks guys.
Thanks, Coach.